What is happening, everybody? Just in case you didn't know, I'm JustinKase, and today we're sort of gonna be doing a 2017 recap, 2018 look ahead type of thing. You know, because I'm Mr. Super Original Content. I've been here. No one else has done this at all yet. Just kidding. I think like yesterday and the past couple days, I've just been binge watching all my YouTubers do the 2017 end of year things. So I was like, maybe I should do one. I did one last year on my old channel, and I liked it. It's sort of a good way, not only to show you guys how my year was, but for me to sort of recap myself and take a lot of the highlights and the bad things that happened. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do pretty much is actually sort of recap 2017 first and start with the negatives, then go to the positives, and then talk more about 2018 and what I want to do. So starting off, we're gonna talk about 2017 and the some of the bad things that happened. And just in case I forget, I actually wrote a list of everything, just so I at least came to this video prepared and not just sounding like a bumbling idiot trying to think of things off the top of his head. Whew, this has the potential for a emotional video. See how that goes. So right off the bat, in 2017, I felt like I lost myself quite a bit. And I went through the whole year trying to be optimistic about it and being like, oh, it's actually been an okay year. Every time something bad happened and being like, oh, it's gonna get better. It didn't really. I lost a lot of who I was this year. Like starting off, I mean, pretty much, I think it was in March earlier this year, my cat died. That sucked. Cause we got her when I was, I think, only 5 or 6 years old. Got him. Sorry, my 2 new cats are hers, so I'm starting to readjust to that. But we had Louie, who was my cat, since I was about 5 or 6 years old. So to grow up with someone like that, with a cat like that, for that long, pretty much 15 years, it's hard to lose. And it sucked. It really sucked. And I know a lot of people out there are probably like, oh, I've lost like actual family members, and I'm almost in the same boat again soon, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But I mean, he was a member of the family. He was pretty much, he got to the point where he was close to the same age as me, and growing up with someone with a cat and having that close of a sort of friend growing up, they leave quite an impression on you, and to lose it sucks. I'm a very emotional person. I spent weeks, and even a couple times months later, crying about it all, and it sucks. It sucks. Even to this day, it sucks. The little furry hole that just never really heals at all. And then going further off of that, my grandfather's been sick for the past couple years, in and out of hospitals. He has a lot of things. Like he has cancer. He's had strokes pretty much for like the last decade. But we think what's gonna end up killing him is, I think he has, was it cirrhosis of the liver? I think I talked about it last year. Because last year at this point was when we started to notice it, and especially later end of last summer, we really started to pick up on it. And it's just sort of been getting worse, and it even got to the point where at Christmas this year, we didn't think he was gonna make it past it. Luckily, he has, but we really just don't know how much time he has left. And to have that our family's been dealing with it for the past year, so we're sort of past the mourning phase, the sad phase, where we're just sort of cherishing every single moment we have with him. But it never makes it easier. It never gets less hard. We just learn to suppress it and deal with it a bit better. And I feel like that's not just me, that's my whole family. And it sucks just having that always on the back of your head, like, oh, how much time does he have left? How is this going to be the last time I see him? And especially at Christmases, and every time we're up seeing him and we leave, it's always emotional, and it sucks because there's a lot of times when we leave, like at Christmas, where you'll see him start to choke up, and it just gets everyone else choked up, and it's yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. And then on top of those two, things like school, and I've dropped out of video game design because I just lost the passion for it, and then other things like YouTube. I've taken quite a bit of breaks over the years, but probably the most numerous and the longest breaks have been during 2017. More just to deal with school stress back when I was in school, and shifting jobs, work like that, and then just needing personal breaks sort of intermittently. It's made me lose a lot of my creative output, because that's why I love YouTube, is it gives me a chance to just sort of sit down at my desk, have fun, edit videos, which I love doing, making thumbnails, and there's a lot of times where I've been missing out on that, which sucks. Those are probably the biggest things from 2017 that just weren't very good. There are a lot of other smaller things that were sort of mixed in, like relationship things, but those were the ones that sort of hit the hardest, and those were the ones where at the end of the year, about a week ago, I sort of was looking back and was like, yeah, 2017 did kind of suck. But now, let's turn to the positives, because I try to be an optimistic person usually, as hard as that is sometimes. But still, you gotta look back and see all the nice things that happen in life. And there definitely were some good ones in 2017. So I talked about how I lost Louie, our cat, back in March, but we, to this day, now have 2 new kittens. One of them is a black cat, 5 years old. I've introduced her on a vlog before. Her name's Luna. The new one's Lucy. I was initially naming her after Luna Freya from Final Fantasy 15. But then I remember seeing that the cat in Sailor Moon is black and is also named Luna, so it was like, oh, okay, cool, I guess it fits. And then just more recently, within the past couple months, we got a new kitten. She's only about 5 months old. Her name's Lucy. A little devil, that one, sometimes. She's already bitten through my shoelaces, and I have to keep her out of my room so she won't eat my cords. But she's cute. She's adorable. They won't ever replace Louie at all. But it's nice to sort of have new family members like that, new cats. They're cute. They're awesome to have around. They're self-sufficient, which is awesome. But they're cute. They're adorable. They're cuddly. I've also got a full-time job now. It initially started out as a part-time job, but I got promoted. Yay! So I'm working there about 5-6 days a week. It's good. Gives me more money to do things, which is awesome. It's nice also just to sort of wake up, not have anything to worry about, go to work, help people out for hours, come back home and do my own thing. There are still days where it's pretty damn stressful, and there's a lot of days where I'm like, I should look for another job, but it's nice just to have that to go to, and the guaranteed hours at full time are what I was really looking for. And I also got a brand new car. It's awesome. I was debating it a few months ago, and then I think it was start of November. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna get this. So I actually got a brand new 2017 Ford Fusion. It's that car that I remember sort of, I think they revamped the Fusions in 2013, and the new ones, they kind of look like Aston Martins, and I really liked it. And after doing a bit more digging, they have really, really good safety ratings, and they're very efficient on gas. So I was like, okay, I want to get that one. So I went. The people at the dealership I went to were very, very nice. They helped me quite a bit. There were times where it seemed like I knew a lot more than I probably should have, and there were a couple times where I sort of cut them off on points because I already knew a lot about the car I was looking for. But it's good, and it's been treating me nicely. There isn't a single day where I regret getting a car at all. It's made things so much easier. It's nice just to have my own thing. It's sort of, you're proud of owning a car in a way, because it's like, yeah, I own a car. But it's awesome, and I love it. And I mean, of course, the new channel. I just started up the new JustinKase this year, and it's been going pretty well. I have taken a lot more breaks than I initially wanted to, but it's been good, and I'm hopefully now fully adjusted enough to get back, sinking more time into it. And YouTube is still, no matter how successful it is some days, It's still one of the best things I've ever done, one of the best things I've ever chosen to do in my life, because it lets me be creative, do my own thing, and it's awesome. And that's pretty much for 2017, the good and the bad. It definitely, recapping it all, it was a pretty rough year, to be completely honest. As much as I was trying to make it a good year, and it definitely did have its high points, but it was hard. But going into 2018 now, I've never been one to believe in New Year's resolutions. I've never made any New Year's resolutions before because I was like, I'll just give them up in a week. There's no point in me trying it. Everyone doesn't keep them anyway. But this is sort of the most motivated I've ever been going into a new year before, to make things a bit better. First off, I mean, I am not exactly a healthy person. Anyone who's known me for a while knows that I probably drink Coca-Cola every single day. I'm trying to cut that down quite a bit. I've picked up the Soda Streams. If you don't have one, they're actually really, really good. They're about like third of the sugar, third of the calories compared to like regular Coke. It's healthier, it costs less. Eventually I want to weigh down from that and just sort of not drink too much pop soda in general, but this is good sort of transition because I know what it feels like just to cut off caffeine, and it sucks. I went through like withdrawal and it was really bad. So this is at least a good sort of next step from that. I'm trying to eat healthier as well. Trying to eat more at home. That one's going to take a little bit longer because how work is, and just because of my lifestyle, I don't make lunches too often. I have food pretty close to me at work, so I'll go to other places. But it's a transition. The pop is the biggest thing I'm trying to cut back on. The pop. Is it just Canadians who say pop, or is it soda? That was just the most Canadian way of saying the word soda there, and pop. Eh? I don't know. I also just want to focus on myself more. I've always been a very, very empathetic person, which is always a good thing to be. I value compassion and kindness over pretty much everything in a person. But there's always times where I feel like I should be putting myself first sometimes. I do a lot of things other people want me to do, a lot of things people tell me I'm good at, I do, instead of me sort of figuring things out on my own, which I want to spend more time to do. Treat yourself, in a way, which I don't do too often. Not just in terms of like materialistic things, but just in terms of opportunities and more asserting myself and speaking up a bit more. I want to try and do more in 2018. And of course, you knew it was coming. I want to focus on YouTube a bit more. Like I said in the bad things, I stopped doing YouTube very frequently during 2017, which I want to get back to. It's my biggest creative output that I have. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. Video editing, audio editing now, making thumbnails, posting it, communicating with viewers. I love it. I grew up with YouTube, I think back from 2006, so it's always been there. I've always had it, and it's awesome. If I could ever have a career in something, it would be YouTube. Not that that's going to be possible. It's not an achievable goal in any means, but I mean, I just love it. Even just as a hobby, it's the best, and I want to put more time into that, and sort of put it more as a priority as opposed to other things. And hopefully I can do that in 2018, or at least I'm going to try my best to. And this video is sort of a testament to that in a way. I've already started it. We'll see how the rest of 2018 goes, but that's at least what I'm saying right now. But those are my biggest things. We'll see how long I actually maintain them, but like I said, I've never been more motivated to sort of keep them going than I do this year. But we'll see how it goes. And thank you guys for joining me along in 2017, for always sort of being there, watching my videos or not. I do appreciate it. I do thank you. That's pretty much where I'm gonna end the video for today. I know it's impossible to say that 2018 is gonna be all good, and there's no chance that there isn't gonna be anything bad in 2018, But I'm gonna try this year and make it as best as I can and really work for it. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you post in the comments and don't say smash that like button, that sounds stupid. But yeah, if you're unsubscribed, hit the button if you want to see more of me in 2018. Oh, my screen just shifted color. It's weird. Now my face is all yellow. But yeah, thank you guys one last time, and I will see you